Let me make it very clear that my intentions in making this video are not to break the crucible, but merely just to highlight something that is very, very powerful right now, that nobody else seems to be talking about, which I think is pretty strange, considering the fact that the second that I saw the Season of Dawn changes that were going to be implemented, this was the first thing that I thought about. Obviously, the Top Tree Dawnblade is a class that's very, aerially proficient, very good in the air, and obviously the Mountaintop is a weapon that's very good in the air, and people used to use the Mountaintop and quickly switch to the Recluse, and it was obviously a deadly killing machine. But now you don't even need to do that. What you can do now is, because they have implemented a ranged melee on the Top Tree of the Warlock, you can basically equivalent to shotgun punches, but grenade launcher punch, and it's pretty effective, as you're going to see by the clips in the background. Now, bear in mind that I'm doing this on console, so God only knows on PC if this is going to be a problem or not. It does take a bit of getting used to, so I don't know if this is going to be something that everyone can do, but definitely higher skill players are definitely going to be able to take advantage of this. So let's just see what happens. But in order to do this and make it very, very powerful, you're going to need max strength. You're going to want your melees coming back as soon as possible. You're going to want to try and get as high a mobility stat as you can, because now the use that you can do 2 Icarus dashes, you're very, very mobile in the air, and that you're going to see in the clips in the background. A lot of my kills come from being able to juke the opponent, create some space, and be able to get that mountaintop shot off. Obviously the mountaintop, you're going to need to get that. It's a lot easier to obtain the mountaintop now if you're a player that doesn't have it. The quest, we all know, was ridiculously difficult to do when the quest first became available, but now it's been made a lot easier. And the Claws of Ahamkara, now the Claws of Ahamkara, what they do is they give the Warlock an additional melee charge, so you're able to shoot out these fireballs way more often, way more frequently, and basically every engagement you go into, you're going to have a ranged melee charge to try and cause some damage and cause some problems for people in the games that you're in. Now obviously, if you have perks on your armor such as enhanced grenade launcher loader, you want to have special ammo finder on there, and you also want to try and have unflinching grenade launcher. If you have all them things, please put them on. It's going to make it a lot better. This build is not optimal, the one that I'm showing you here. This is just basically the staple of what you need. You just basically need a max strength build, so you're getting your melee back as quickly as possible. The Claws of Ahamkara, so you have your melee way more often than you usually would be able to. High mobility and a mountaintop. The reason that this is so effective, for those of you that aren't aware of the Season of Dawn changes that happened, basically the solar subclasses got changed. The Top Tree Dawnblade is what got changed on the Warlock, and basically they switched the melee ability to something called Celestial Fire, where you now shoot out basically 3 balls of fire that travel at a quite good speed and do a serious amount of damage, basically allowing you to wipe out enemies at a distance. This melee ability is very, very good on the Warlock, especially compared to the one it used to have before. Now the class also has 2 Icarus dashes. Before, you used to only be able to do 1 Icarus dash by double tapping your action ability button that you have equipped, and now being able to do this, the in-air outplay potential you have over your opponents is very, very good. So definitely the class's neutral game as a whole has just been improved tremendously, and also you have the ability to consume your grenade to give you this heat rises buff, which basically gives you an in-air buff. I believe you take slightly less damage and you're a lot more accurate when you're in the air. But the thing is with this, I didn't even utilize this really when I was playing with it. I was just mainly testing out the mountaintop and the Celestial Fire melee ability, just see if it could work, and by God, yes it did. As you can see by the clips in the background, it's actually very effective. But I imagine if you get good at using this heat rises buff by consuming your grenade, there's definitely some form of build potential there. But I just wasn't really implementing that because I wasn't really thinking to do that at the time. So definitely this build can be a lot better than what you see here. On console, this is still good. If you're good with a mountaintop and you put some time into doing this, you are going to be a problem, because you literally have an instant TTK. What you're doing is the equivalent of shotgun punching someone. If you don't get the the initial kill with the mountaintop, you immediately fire the melee, and you're killing people in like a split second with not giving them any time to react, which is like the equivalent of a shotgun punch, but from literally just a great distance. So yeah, this thing I thought was very, very potent. On PC, I dread to think what people are going to be able to do with it, but we're going to see. So if you're interested in using this thing, definitely give it a go and see if it's very good. I believe that it's not as easy to use as some other weapons. It does take a little bit of finesse to be able to get it right and get it down, but once you have got it down, it is very, very deadly, and I imagine a lot of people are going to be getting angry about getting killed by this. But if you have liked this video, I'm going to be putting out more Destiny videos in the coming week, so if you do want to see them, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, guys, and have a great day.